Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to run one-way ANOVA in Stata. So previously I have shown you when ANOVA is appropriate, which is basically the relationship between two variables. One is grouping variable and then another is continuous outcome variable. So in our case, continuous outcome variable is BP systole, which is systolic blood pressure. And you can see the mean score or mean of systolic blood pressure. And then you see the grouping variable age group, which has 6 different groups. And so we are interested in understanding whether the mean blood pressure or systolic blood pressure differ across these age groups, right? So in order to do that, we have a command called one-way. So one-way is basically the ANOVA command. So most of the time we use basically one-way ANOVA. So one-way is the command that we start with, and then you put your outcome variable, which is BP systole, and then independent variable, grouping variable age group, and then comma tablet. So tablet is going to give you the summary statistics about the statistics about the group means basically, but there's also the standard deviation and other thing as well. But we're interested in the group difference, group means, right? Group average blood pressure. So let's select this and then run the execution, and let's look at the output over Stata interface. So here's the summary of systolic blood pressure by age group, and you can see that's for the people with age 20 to 29, they have on average 117 systolic blood pressure, which is kind of normal. And then 30 to 39, 120, that's also normal. But our interest is whether this is score the same across the age groups, which is not, right? So we can see that the if you go further down, you can see an increasing trend. And for people with the age of 70 plus, they have 148, right? So as you go further, you see higher levels of mean group means, right? So that tells us about the story of what's going on here, right? Even before we look at the ANOVA result, we can see and recognize some pattern. So the pattern is that we can see that increasing trend. So, and we can see that there are differences. However, at this point, we do not know whether these differences are statistically significant or not. So that's exactly why we need ANOVA to tell us, yeah, this difference is significant, or no, this difference is not significant, right? So from this descriptive statistics, we can recognize the pattern, but we are not sure 100% that these differences are statistically significant or not, for which you need ANOVA. And this is the ANOVA result, for which you look at between groups, within groups scores, and then you look at F-statistics and the p-value for F-statistics. So basically we're going to explain these two, but before that we're going to look at between groups and within groups. So between groups score actually account for the variation across this age group, and within groups inside this age group, inside, okay? So that's why it's within group. So this variation, and you see the F-statistics, that's the ratio of between groups and within groups. And then the p-value, if it is really low, then that tells us that we reject the null hypothesis, right? So it is close to, it's almost zero or zero basically, and so which is kind of less than 0.05. So if anything, any p-value that is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis in this case, because null hypothesis is that there are no group mean difference, right? But we can see that there are mean difference across these groups, right? But this tells us that yeah, these group differences, the group difference is statistically significant, because you can see in your naked eye that there is difference, but this difference is kind of could be infinitesimal. That doesn't mean anything, right? But whether this is meaningful or not is informed by this ANOVA p-value, right? So from this p-value, we reject the null hypothesis that all group means are equal, and accept the research hypothesis that at least one of the groups has significantly different mean systolic blood pressure. At least one of the groups has significantly different systolic blood pressure. Okay, at least one group, because there are multiple groups, and it may not be possible that all groups are different from each other in terms of their mean systolic blood pressure, but at least one group. That's what it tells. So what ANOVA analysis does not tell us is the fact that which groups are different. They do not know. ANOVA does not tell us about that, anything about that. ANOVA tells us that at least one group is different. That's what they know. Significantly different, right? So to know which specific groups have significantly different mean score than the other, we really need post hoc tests, which we'll cover in the next video. Thanks for watching.